Hello, boys and girls. Hungry Giant here to talk to you today. I just didn't expect to be here this long, but Mrs. Wishy-Washy, she asked me to come to Maine and read to you boys and girls and do some rhyming and things like that. And I never expected to stay so long, but with this coronavirus, people have to quarantine for 14 days. So, Mr. Wishy-Washy, I so appreciate you welcoming me, and you have been just the perfect host. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, and it's been so nice to have company, and especially with the news so bad, it's a good thing to have someone that you can talk to. And Mrs. Giant, she's off. She's been gone all since this COVID started. She's taking care of our grandchildren. So I've been all alone, and it was a nice change to come to Maine. And Mr. Wishy-Washy, I hope your golf game's getting better.
It's trying to.
It is good. Well, because it's really, I know you worry about leaving me and going off to the golf course, but I really like those naps that I get to take. They work out real fine.
Well, that's good.
Yes. So Mrs. Wishy-Washy wants me to have the children read to me today. I guess you've done that before.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. And didn't you say that you and Mrs. Wishy-Washy were visiting Benny and Cohen
Yes,
on Monday?
Just the other day, yes.
Yes, and I heard that Benny wanted to read the Hungry Giant's birthday cake.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, so that's what we're going to do today. And a little rhyming to boot, I think. Yes. So, but today, I'll see how this goes. This today means that you boys and girls, I want you to read to me. Or maybe mom and dad if they're in the room with you. But I hope this gives you a good chance to read about my celebration. Yes. I'll read a little bit, but then you read. The Hungry Giant's birthday cake. I like that Mrs. Wishy-Washy put the board up here. It's a little bit easier to handle these big books, yes. The Hungry Giant's birthday cake. I'm going to read the ingredients, but then I got to have you read me the story. Giant cherry cake. 1 mountain of flour. 1 hill of sugar. 1 pound of butter. 1,000 eggs. 10,000 cherries. Mix and bake. Now that was a big job, wasn't it, Mr. Wishy-Washy?
Yes.
Yes. Would you have liked to have a piece of that cake?
Well, that's too much for me.
Oh, well, I should take after you. Sounds like you have better habits. All right, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Giant talking, so read to Mr. Giant here. A cherry cake. A giant cherry cake, all for me. I have to say some of the things when I see those talking marks. Just makes me talk. Mrs. Look at that butter. Do you like butter, Mr. Wishy-Washy?
Oh, yes.
yummy. Well, it would have been a good thing to be able to go to Sister Sally's to get those eggs. She has eggs. Oh, I bet Coco would like those big trucks, wouldn't he? Share my cherry cake? No, no, no. I am going to eat it all myself. Every single crumb. You see those talking marks? Yes, I know that Mrs. Wishy-Washy always tells you about the talking marks. Ah, but you've been doing a good job reading this book. I think it's fabulous. Oh, all right. But I hope there's enough for me. Wow, that's such a fun time. Oh, it's so nice to have people that care. I think I'll have another birthday tomorrow. Wouldn't that be pretty terrific if we could have a birthday every week or every month? Huh. Or just have the cake? Huh. Well, let me see. Mrs. Wishy-Washy said, I hope that you do some rhyming today, Hungry. And I saw a page when I was reading it to myself that had some interesting rhyming on it. Look at this, boys and girls. Rumbled, mumbled, and grumbled. Wow. Rumbled. Let me see if I can write those words. Rumbled. And what was the other one? Oh, mumbled. I remember the third one without any help, Mr. Wishy-Washy. Mumbled and grumbled because I used to be a grump and I used to grumble all the time. I try not to be such a grump anymore, Mr. Wishy-Washy. Did I get that right? Oh, I just thought of something. What about this word? What will that be? Crumbled. Oh, I see. You didn't tell me, Mr. Wishy-Washy, when I made a mistake. No wonder you had a funny face. Oh, crumbled. let me think. I thought of one. Oh, I know this one. This is something that your little granddaughter Benny likes to do a lot. She loves to be tumbled. You know, she does all those gymnastics. Yeah, that's pretty special. Tumbled, rumbled.
Stumble.
Oh my word, I hadn't even thought of that one. Thank you.
I do that a lot.
Oh, I hope you don't get hurt. That wouldn't be good. Stumbled. We could write a whole new story using these words, couldn't we, Mr. Wishy-Washy?
Yep.
Yes. I hope that you boys and girls, when you don't have anything to do in this, and there might be some other words, but I ran out of space. If you could write a book maybe about me having a stumbling, or maybe my food was crumbling, you could write a really good book, I bet. That would be fun. And then you could have somebody read it after you wrote it. Yes, yes. Well, you know, I have to say that there's been some sad times happening in our country. And, you know, I kind of remember back when I'm gonna hit you with my bomby knocker. You know, I was like that, Mr. Wishy-Washy. I was not a very nice person. I didn't want to be a mean person, but that's how I got what I wanted. And I got it by making people scared of me. And then it was Mrs. Wishy-Washy that taught me that if I was just nice to people, they'd be nice back. And if I was friendly and I could have friends, that would be special. And every year I have tried a little harder to be a friendly giant, not just a hungry giant. Sad but true, I'm always hungry. And that's my bad habit I have to work on, you know. I could follow Mr. Wishy-Washy. He's pretty good about not eating everything he sees. But I'm not so good at that. But I'm going to work on it. Meanwhile, I just wish that boys and girls in our country would know that love is what makes this world a wonderful place. Just like Mrs. Wishy-Washy, she loved me. And I changed. Because meanness and hateness and badness just gets more. Meanness, hateness, badness. But when you give love and kindness, that's what you get back, and that would change the world. I hope we all can work on changing the world to be honest and loving and caring. With that, boys and girls, I think I need to take a nap. So you make this a really, really good day. Goodbye.